Hey y'all, this is Destiny checking in with today's Daily Diamond. Hey family, as always, I would like to say welcome to anybody who is new and checking out my podcast. I thank you for the support. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I normally record on Mondays, but hey, we didn't have school, so I figured I would take a full vacation. That included this too. My bad. But happy Wednesday. I hope that you all are having a beautiful, beautiful day. You know that before I do anything, I have to jump into thanking all of my beautiful sponsors. So first, we have the only hair that I wear, the Royal Crown Extensions. Make sure you check out Sade for your lashes, your bundles, your closures, your bonnets, and your wigs. She is located on Wayne State University campus, and she does have bundles in stock. So make sure you check her out for your 20 and 22-inch bundles. I think that's what's in stock. I'm going to do a little free promo today on Instagram. So make sure you guys check her out. Let her know that Destiny sent you. Then, of course, we have our up-and-coming braider, Lisha. Make sure you check her out for your box braids, your buns, your curls, and your ponytails. Then, we have the only lip gloss that I wear, Kisses by Chelly. Make sure you check out Shelton for your lashes and your lip gloss. She has been very, very busy lately, so make sure you give her some support. And last but not least, we have my best friend, Tiana Nate. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and comment on all of her videos. And today is Tiana's birthday. Happy birthday, best friend. I already gave you my long dedication post on Facebook, but know that I love you, I cherish you, and I support you 1000%. Happy birthday to my best friend, Tiana Jones. All right, now on to today's topic. Today's topic is one that I have talked about before, but it's always good to refresh. And some of y'all, because I'm like 60 episodes in, you might not have been around when we did this here topic, so I'm gonna bring this thing on back. So today I want to talk about progress. And when I say progress, I literally mean progress. I mean though, and when I get going on this thing, just bear with me. And what I mean though is that progress sometimes is not forward. Progress sometimes is backwards. Progress sometimes is sideways. Progress sometimes is standing still. Progress is something that we have to make. And progress is something that we have to do. But the journey or the path in which we take is not always perfect. And so if you are out there and you're listening and you are struggling with something, because every single human being on the planet, regardless of our age and our stage in life, we're always struggling with something, right? Progress becomes one of those things that gets difficult. It is February and maybe you had a goal for yourself that you set in January and it's almost March and you're like, hey, I haven't made it there yet. But are you making progress? Are you doing something? That is my question. And so I challenge you today, this week, to think about how you can continue to progress, how you can continue to grow. And progress doesn't have to be forward. It can be backward. Sometimes, and I'm a firm believer in this. My mom used to always tell me, sometimes God will sit you down. Progress sometimes is you being set down by God, you being set down by Allah, you being set down because it's a necessary component of this journey. You being set down because you might need to reevaluate what you have planned. You being set down because you need to rest, you need a reprieve. You being set down because you need to refocus and recenter yourself. Sometimes progress is being set down. Sometimes progress is going backwards. Sometimes progress is realizing that what you originally brought to the drawing board isn't going to work. What you originally thought was going to happen isn't going to happen. And so you've got to go backwards to go forward. You've got to go back to your original thought process. You've got to go back to your original plan and figure out what it is that you need to do to regroup and put this thing back together so that you can properly progress. It is so funny to me that a lot of the things that you learn when you become a teacher and you learn in education become paramount fixtures in the real world and in real life. And so one of the frameworks in education is by these guys named Wiggins and Mateague, and it's called Backwards by Design. And in Backwards by Design, you plan out what you want your students to do at the end. So the assessment, the test, the project, the presentation, right? And then you plan backwards. So what is it that I want them to do at the end of a unit? Maybe that unit is a week. Maybe that unit is a month. Maybe that unit is 3 weeks, right? And you plan from that point backwards. Sometimes progress in our life means that we have to plan backwards. We set our goal. We give ourselves a time frame. And we then go backwards. We plan backwards from that goal, right? Progress is sometimes going forward. And going forward isn't necessarily a straight line. You might go to the side. You might go in a circle. You might have to do a two-step, a hustle. Like, you might really have to do some things to progress and to go forward. But as long as you're moving, that is the point. I think that in today's society, in today's world, right, we quite often don't realize that our understanding, our personal understanding of progress is different than everyone else's. And so the way in which I see progress, or the way in which you see progress, or the way in which people other than yourself or your friends or whomever, the ways in which they progress and they move is completely different than how you might need to move and you might need to progress. You don't owe anybody an explanation for your story. You don't owe anybody an explanation for your journey. You are just on whatever journey you are on, and that journey is yours and you should own it. And progress to you might not be progress to me. I am a super duper busybody, so I try to have like a task list of things every single day, and I'm making my lifelong task every day to get those things done. But in the midst of that, I realize, like, I forget to sit down. I forget to stand still. I forget to take a reprieve. So at first, I might think I'm progressing until I'm dead beat and tired and emotionally and spiritually depleted. And then I realize I ain't made much progress at all because I didn't take care of myself first. Right? And so that just depends. Progress is personal. Progress is conditional. And progress is whatever you need it to be so that you can be successful. And in your own personal progress, we got to talk about self-care. You literally have got to make sure that you take care of self. You put yourself first. You pay yourself first. You do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. And here comes my mama again with her amazing advice, right? She always tells me, pay yourself first. So every time that I get paid and I go shopping for the groceries and I go do something for the kids or shoes for the kids or whatever for the kids, she says, well, what'd you buy yourself? Right? And in the last month or so, I've begun to realize, like, her asking me what I bought myself is purposeful. Because in that one moment, she's requiring me to stop and take care of self. Like, well, did you need something? You worked for this money. You know, you've been waiting a week or whatever to get paid, 2 weeks or whatever. And you bought everything for everyone else, but you didn't buy yourself something. And even, it's so funny to me because my mama celebrates my little mediocre purchases. So going to the nail shop is like my thing, and that's not considered a me thing. Like, it is a me thing, but we don't consider that. That's my bill. But I was at Walmart and I'm like, oh, I bought some shirts. She's like, oh, good job. Well, how many did you buy? And what colors were they? She was so excited that I bought myself some little t-shirts. Why? Because I don't take care of self. I bought a pair of jeans. Good. How they fit? Did you get more than one pair? Why? Because I don't take care of self. I don't shop for myself anymore. I don't do things for myself like I used to. And so my mom, when I remember to do something for myself, she's extremely celebratory. But that action to me is just so powerful because it makes me cognizant of the fact that in my journey to be all that I can be as a mother and a wife and a teacher and a daughter and a friend and whatever, and trying to progress, right, and grow every single day, like, I gotta take care of self. I have to love self first. And so I gotta pay myself first. And so as I get ready to move into my 31st year of life, my birthday is March the 5th. Don't y'all forget it. That's going to be one of my goals and my mantras. What am I doing for self? I want to travel more. I want to take more vacations. I want to do more things that are not work related or not surrounded by bills. And as I get ready to purposely calm myself out of debt, because that's what I'm saying I'm going to do, and it's about to happen because I deserve to live. Like, I deserve to love and pay myself first. And so for me to progress and for you to progress, pay yourself first. I don't care if you are a teenager and you get a little allowance or whatever. Make sure that while you're doing something for someone else, you do something that you want to do, or you put some money up towards something that you want to accomplish. I don't care if you're grown and you are like me and you got kids and your kids are young and they take all the doggone money that you have. Stick $50 aside for yourself, right? And I'm saying that too, and I got to remind my husband of the same thing because he never does it. He never puts money aside for himself. But it's important for him too. It's important for him to be able to go and buy something for himself, buy some shoes or buy whatever he needs or whatever he wants. Not all the time, but sometimes. And so in order to progress, put yourself first in that progression. Put yourself in that equation. How should I, what do I need to do to continue to progress? And does loving on myself Is that a part of the equation? And in your progression, if loving on yourself is not a part of the equation, you need to make it a part of the equation, because you can't fully process and progress without being okay with self. Love yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be thankful for all of the things that you've overcome, because you couldn't have done it. You know, you might not have had done it. You could have been somewhere else. Things could have been worse, but you did it, right? And so even though you're falling short somewhere, or you're worried about something somewhere, or something isn't going right somewhere, you've done a lot of things that are right. You've done a lot of things that are great. You've done a lot of things that have put you in this position and in this place in which progress is now your mantra. But keep loving on yourself as you progress. Keep thanking yourself. Keep patting yourself on the back. And I don't say that to say to be full of yourself, because you don't have to be full of yourself. But be thankful. Be proud of how far you've come. You could have quit, but you didn't. You could have fainted, but you didn't. You could have broke, but you didn't. You could have fallen apart, but you didn't. You could have tested God, or thought that God wasn't going to be able and available, and you weren't. So be thankful for all that you were able to accomplish. And if you have a support system, be sure to thank them too. Thank them for being there for you. Thank them for being available. Thank them for being aware, because they are a part of your progress. They are a part of your self-love, and they just are a part of your story. And so as I get ready to close out this episode, I have to say thank you again to my mother, to my husband, to my children, to my family, to my friends. Thank you to those people who were good to me, and thank you to the people who weren't good to me, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to progress. But in my progression, I'm going to love and learn about myself. And so today, as you think about you and you challenge yourself and you worry about yourself, think about how you should progress. And think about how your progress might look different than your friends. And how in your progress, you've got to love yourself. And this is Destiny signing out with today's Daily Diamond. I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good week, family.